This is probably pretty bullish for XRP, but Gary Gensler was pressed again today in an interview whether or not he's going to appeal the XRP non-security ruling. And he just dodged that question. You would figure if he wants to, he would indicate, yeah, we're seriously thinking about it, or we're looking into it, and, or we're in the process of it. He didn't say any of those things. He just basically dodged the question, which makes me think, and I've said this before, I theorize, I don't think the SEC is going to appeal. They already spent 3.5 years trying to make this happen, and it didn't happen. So what else are they going to do? And him and emails and testimonial has also been leaked too, which was something that they tried very hard to make sure never leaks. But it did, or not leaks, released. So I don't know. And plus, I don't think they have the money or resources anymore. That's why Gary is asking Congress for another $70 million or something, because they spent all their money and they have a ton of other lawsuits. So anyways, I think this is pretty big. I don't think he's going to appeal, and they're probably going to settle with Ripple, because what else are they going to do? And they're probably going to settle with Coinbase, and they're going to settle with Binance. They're going to settle with everyone, right? So I think it's pretty good. Global adoption is still happening with other chains too. Polygon is teaming up with Bank of Italy to explore tokenized assets. I love Polygon, and they continue to grow. But one of their partners, Immutable X, is also growing. Immutable X is coming out of the Immutable ZK EVM, which basically is their own chain utilizing ZK EVM technology. And they're going to use that to onboard a whole bunch of games. And because of it, they're getting a whole lot of attention. And their major partner is Polygon. Okay, so Immutable X also seems like they're in a really good spot. And also, meme coins seem like they're in a good spot too. Social buzz around meme coins are rising. I don't know why Ape Coin is kind of in there, because it's really not a meme coin, but SHIB and Doge getting more exciting, more volume, okay? People are searching for them a lot more. And let's not forget the newest meme coin, Pepe. You still have whales loading up on them, thinking that they will go much higher in this next, parabolic run. Maybe, right? And then lastly, a lot of people made a big fuss about this. The U.S. Department of Justice dropped all campaign finance charges against none other than SBF, who's still looking pretty SBF-ish. He seems pretty awkward as usual. Basically, this is just a few charges, in case you guys are wondering. This is not all charges. He's still being charged with many counts of fraud. So this is some kind of campaign finance charge. Maybe political donations. I think that's what this is, but still. Don't worry. There's many other charges he has to face, not just with the U.S. Department of Justice, but also from other agencies as well. Should I do DCA? A lot of you guys can't get enough of it, but I mean, I don't do this because I want you guys to copy trade me. I'm doing it to prove a point that DCA does work over time. So I'm hoping a lot of you guys that keep asking for it are not trying to copy trade me, because if that's the case, I may stop doing it. I don't know what to DCA today. I haven't really thought about it. Whenever there's, I don't know, whenever you don't know what to DCA, you can never go wrong with Bitcoin. But overall, Bitcoin does not care. Bitcoin is programmed by code and will continue to move forward and onwards and upwards. Okay, so just to remind you guys, Bitcoin, we're about 81% in this current halving progress. So we're getting closer and closer and closer. And the reason why Bitcoin doesn't care anything about short-termness, because long-term, it's the scarcest asset that we have. It's only going to get more scarce. Demand keeps going up. And that's quite simply it. Supply and demand. Supply is diminishing, demand is increasing, and will be increasing exponentially as we move forward. That's why the price always goes up and we form higher highs and higher lows. Okay, but short term, there may be volatility. There always is. When you zoom out like this, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of volatility. Oh, there is. There is, sometimes for years, sometimes months. Okay, but every single time we get through it and we form a new high. And many people feel like this next high will be really, really high. Okay, Morgan Creek thinks 300,000 by 2028. So they're saying that having event afterwards. Okay, but many people feel like even in 2024, 2025, Bitcoin could be easily at 250,000. Tim Draper thinks so. Kathy Wood also thinks so. She thinks by 2030, Bitcoin will be at $1.5 million. These guys, and of course Michael Saylor, he believes Bitcoin will be in the millions in the future, right? So you got a lot of smart people that definitely know what's going on, and they are buying and holding. And let's not forget all the big boys like BlackRock and Fidelities of the world. They're all FOMOing it in as well because they know this is the future as well, and they already missed enough of it, and they don't want to miss more. And then today, it turns out this investment banking company, TD Cowen, okay, also thinks the same thing. We believe Bitcoin could ultimately represent a superior store of value relative to all forms of money, right? So they're not the only ones. Everyone is starting to realize, right? Especially this last year, 2022 and 2023 has been harsh on everything, not just crypto, not just Bitcoin. Every single asset class took a big dip. But people realize that inflation is a real thing. Overprinting money is a real thing. Distrust in banks and governments are real things. That's why you need something that's not controlled by anyone, not any entity, not any country, not any central bank. And that's Bitcoin. More and more people are realizing that, and more people are coming in. Also, more and more people are using Bitcoin's network. Sum of transfer volume has now reached 110 trillion and continues to move forward. So great things are happening. Great things are coming. So just brace yourself, HODL and DCA, and we'll get past this together no matter what Japan does or the Fed does or anyone else that may disrupt markets. We will get past this. All right, and then outside of Bitcoin,